Hello everyone and welcome to the first Doctor Who showcase thingy-mabob, whatever you want to call this, of the year. This is the first set Capture Options have released for 2024. This is a Capture Options online exclusive. You don't get this in your B&Ms and stuff, you've got to get this online. It's a little bit costly, about £40. This is quite a weird one because I haven't really seen anything about this yet. Probably by the time this comes out, because I'm recording this on the, it's the 26th, the Friday. This got delivered to me yesterday, on the Thursday, and it was announced, I believe, on the Monday of this week, which is last week when this is coming out. This should be coming out on the Saturday, which is coming out on the 3rd, yeah, the 3rd. Also, actually, one thing I will say, tomorrow is the 4th, which is the end of the I.Inc. Crafty Season 2 poll. If you don't know, I lost the original I.Inc. Get Crafty server world. I lost the world, sadly, my own incompetence. But I want to bring it back, bring the series 2, but I don't really know if I wanted to go back to 1.16 and get a few more mods in, get the proper Dalek mod and all that sort of stuff in, or go to the next version, because pretty much all the mods we use, bar 1, are all moved to 1.20 now. Yeah, everything else is there though, like create, bumps, and all that sort of stuff like that. So I put up a little poll to see which one you want to do. At the moment, I think at the moment of recording, it's 50-50. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have a chat with my friends if it is still 50-50. But the poll will close, like votes will stop being counted by 11:59 on the Sunday. So we have until the end of this week. Whatever it is I see on that Monday morning, whatever the choice is, that's what we'll do. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's look at the TARDIS and stuff. So let's have a look at the Doctor first. We'll leave the TARDIS because TARDIS is quite interesting on its own, but we'll look at the Doctor first. So this is, of course, Jo Martin, Fugitive Doctor, and she looks rather brilliant, actually. I do really love this costume. It's much better than the one Jodie had. But yeah, we won't go into that. I think also I might be right in saying this is the first Doctor figure since Capaldi where all the bits are brand new for this figure. Like, all the bits are new. I don't think there's a single bit on this figure that isn't already. Maybe it's like small, like the hands or a bit of the arms or something. But I might be right in saying most of this figure is brand new. That's probably why the set was probably so expensive, because they had to put a lot to. Because once I first saw the picture, I thought there's a Matt Smith legs, but they're a lot smaller than Matt Smith's legs, so it isn't the 11th Doctor's legs. Because the 13th Doctor, a few bits I think were taken from Martha Jones, I think parts of the legs. The 14th Doctor, the entire bottom half was just Tennant, because it was a Tennant figure. Like the legs, the legs and the feet and all that was all an old 10th Doctor figure. We wouldn't have a 15th Doctor figure yet, so we don't know if that will be fully unique. But I think I might be right in saying this might be a fully unique one since Capaldi, because I think all those ones were fully unique. That's fully unique Doctor figure. They do put a bit more effort in with Doctors, because of course it's the name of the brand. But no, I think she looks brilliant. It's a really good likeness of Jo Martin. I like how with these neck things, the collar here, it's quite rubbery, so you can quite easily move the head around. Less so for the hands. They're quite small and spin down. I'm only going to snap the fingers, but the cuffs do sort of limit the movement of the hands, but they're still quite nice. Actually, there's actually another thing I do love about the Doctor is on the back of the box. Gives you all this information. Mainly it's just a very basic plot of Fugitive Doctor. It just says, the full story of the Fugitive Doctor remains undisclosed and only time will reveal the full truth, ellipsis, as it always does. Meaning that, we've given up on this plot line. It'll be revealed in comics, or that Big Finish audio series they've said they're going to do for the Fugitive Doctor, which has been sort of in... she's not in focus, is she? Which is sort of, that series has sort of been in limbo for like, I don't know, about 2-3 years. Pretty much ever since the Doctor was sort of announced, pretty much. You do get a gun. Oh, that's very close to the camera. Look, you get a gun, and it's not focusing on this anymore. There we go. Focus on the gun. Look, ooh, look at it. It's like very solid plastic. It's very solid, not bendy or anything. It's very solid bit of plastic. Very cool, and it does sort of fit in a hand sort of well. Slip it in. That sounds wrong. It's very hard to hold it with both hands, but she does look pretty cool, doesn't she? It does look really cool. So here is put it in focus, the TARDIS. Now, I think this is really cool. So this is like, so if I quickly pan the camera out, this is still a classic style TARDIS. It's still the flat base. It has actually got a new roof. If I zoom it back in and have a... so this, for a kind of reference point, this is the quite old now War Games second Doctor TARDIS, which has got a flat roof. And if we pan up here, it actually has got a slightly angled roof. And this is actually a more accurate classic roof for like most houses, because all these houses that had these flat roofs, they weren't fully flat like these toys are. They actually more accurate to that. There is a very slight incline of roof, but it's very faint. You don't really notice it. I didn't even notice until I saw like some of the Gmod models and stuff. But there is actually a slight incline in the roof, so this is actually a more accurate. So maybe when they do more classic TARDISes, they might, and they do like ones from like, you know, the 60s and 70s and stuff, that sort of era, they might have a roof like this. I doubt it, because they've sort of done them all now. Really, the only real TARDIS we're missing is a proper McGann one. That's the one I think probably a lot of people want. People want a McGann movie TARDIS. That's probably what a lot of people. That's what I certainly want. Or maybe to do another McCoy one, like a light blue one, or like the Happiness Patrol with like the pink front. I think that's sort of the ones people kind of want now. Sort of like the fan people that I can imagine. Maybe they could do another Troughton one with like a funny window on the side. Who knows? But yeah, the other thing is I don't really like the lamp. The lamp is a bit naff. Is this how they've done it? And I think the only problem is the corners for the posts. It's a very faint strip of blue. It might, I don't know if it's just this figure, this one TARDIS, but the blue's very thin. It just doesn't look. It just makes the lamp look a bit naff. It doesn't look like it's not on properly. And also another thing, this might be. I think this is a quality control thing. I think that looks a bit wonky. It might actually now looking at the camera, it actually looks fine. Or does it look a bit too close on that side? It might just be me, actually. But this TARDIS has got one more special feature. Apart from looking really... I love how modern the paint... It looks like a very modern TARDIS blue. So it reminds me of the Tennant blue. I don't have my TARDIS to show. I should do a video looking at all my TARDISes. Because I have quite a lot. I think including this one, I've got like 15 now. That's beside the point. Yeah, I like the windows, how the windows are so crisp and clean. And I guess also technically, if you have the Adventure in Space and Time First Doctor, the David Bradley one, I guess that would go with this, because this is technically also the prop they use for Twice Upon a Time. The difference is, of course, that you have different coloured windows. But this has got a very special feature. If you open the doors, it's got an interior card, or interior cardboard, I should say. So what they do is, inside the box, you take the Doctor and the TARDIS out. At the back, there is that picture of the console room with a little kind of perforated edge. You kind of pop it out. You fold the sides of it in, and you stick it in the door, inside the doors. It's not like glued on or stuck on like with the Smith and the Tennant and the Capaldi, like the New Who TARDISes. You have to put this in yourself. I don't know if you can get it back out, because I put it in when I did the first take of this video, and I can't get it back out to do it again. So, because I thought it would be quite a fun thing to do it on camera, but I can't get it back out again. But it is a quite nice feature if you want to have a TARDIS with an interior card, because what we haven't had, I think the last TARDIS we had with an interior card was, I think, the Capaldi one. It's also nothing. It isn't electronic as well. There's no like light or anything inside. It's just a bit of plastic. But again, it's nice. It's a really nice colour. I love how it looks. It's so crisp. Like, it looks like New Who, even though it's like a classic box. It's weird. It just works. Anyway, I'm gonna stop waffling. See you whenever. Remember, vote. Vote for the Crafty World. That closes tomorrow. So yeah. See you whenever. Bye.
He's a funny guy, this man.